Y'all see my eye twitch? What is that? Before I start this video, y'all look at the new growth. It's been 3 weeks. And y'all will see, when I braided this hair, I made it tight. I made it so tight. I made it hella tight. And look at it, 3 freaking weeks. That's crazy. Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel, AsheryXO. If you are new here, my name is Francis. If you are returning, hey girl, hey. I am back with another video, and for this video, I'm coming at y'all rough. But I wanted to have a little chit chat with y'all to let y'all know about my hair, because I know that on this channel I have a bunch of hair videos, and your girl started off as a natural girl, but she's no longer a natural girl anymore. If you can't tell by the title, I am talking about why I reached for the creamy crack, y'all. So if you want to know the tea on why I made this decision, you know, why I decided to go this route, stay tuned. If you don't care for it, you don't care for it. Have a great one. As we take off this hair, my natural hair journey started when I was honestly in middle school, but I didn't officially make my transition until I got into high school. I don't remember exactly when my mom relaxed my hair, but I do know that I was very young. And I was just getting a relaxer ever since, and she took care of my hair, or she took me to different hair ladies and they took care of my hair. But I do know that my hair was relaxed, but I never really wore it out growing up. Like, she wouldn't let me just wear it down and, you know, let it swang. she was like, no, if it was out, it would be up in like a ponytail or like a little dookie braid, you know, quick stuff like that. And so that's how I rocked it for the most part. But once I got into middle school, particularly 7th grade, it wasn't easy for her to maintain. And also I was kind of wanting to experiment with new styles. You know what I mean? Like, I was just tired of the braids, girl. Like, I don't know. Like, I was in middle school. I'm seeing all my friends. Sometimes they have braids in, sometimes they didn't. And I was trying to be like that, okay? My mom also didn't have time to take care of my hair during this time. She was a very busy girl. I would do my best with it, but for the most part, it was either I had in a protective style, and after the protective style, she would kind of like let me take breaks before I figured out the next style to put in my hair. So I had some protective styles, but after a while, for some, you know, span of time, I just was like, I don't want to braid it. Let me just put it up in a ponytail every day and rock with that. My wash routine wasn't super like extensive, so it wasn't like I was actually taking care of my hair. Like, I would do deep conditions, but that would just be on occasion. And I would have to kind of discover that process, if that makes sense. Like, my hair would be dry with the shampoo, and so I would condition it and then it would be softer. But, you know, it took me a while to learn that, okay, let me just let it sit in there and deep condition, and, you know, it'll do what it needs to do and get, you know, healthier. So I wasn't really taking care of my hair. At that time too, what was a bonnet? I didn't have a bonnet. I think I just slept with scarves, but obviously I would wake up with the scarf off. And yeah, my hair was just not being well taken care of, and it was very much my bad. And I didn't realize it until one day in middle school, y'all. One of my friends, she looked at me and she was like, girl, like, why is your ponytail like thin? Like, why does your ponytail look lifeless? And I was like, ooh, like, you're right. She really called me out for that. I'm like, dang, okay. But I started to pay attention to that more, and that's how I realized that my hair was like thinning. Like, it wasn't thick anymore. It was lifeless. It was unhealthy. I'll try to find pictures and insert them into this video as well. Sometimes I would wear it down. This is also 2000, and if that was 2012 when I cut it, then maybe like 2009, 2010 ish. And so, you know, the curly hair with the bang. That was the style. So I used to, you know, do little braid outs in the back and then straighten out the front and force a bang, because, you know, my mom did not let me cut my hair. There was no such thing as a bang in the household. So I had to, like, you know, take some hair and swoop it and pin, and that would be, you know, my bang. My hair got dry because I was putting a lot of heat on it, and I didn't know what a heat protectant was at the time. I would just kind of wet the hair, put a little bit of conditioner in it, and then like heat it up. So my hair was not healthy at all, y'all. And so it started to break. It was thinning. And so once my friend called me out, that's when I went to my mom and I was like, what's the hair lady's number? Can we book an appointment? And so from that moment forward, I had a bunch of braids, a bunch of protective styles. During this time, YouTube was definitely like a thing on the come up. I don't think we had Pinterest, but sometimes I would Google image like different hairstyles and try to show it to the braiding ladies to achieve that. But again, a few of them either couldn't do the style or would advise not to because my hair would break, or they'd tell me something that is like, I can't do it. So I was just like, okay, fine. I'll just, you know, do what you can, I guess. And I was always very tender-headed, so I didn't even like the process of getting my hair done, TBH. So I had braids for the rest of middle school, and during my freshman year of high school, YouTube again was a big thing, and I discovered the natural hair community, y'all. Like, to be very honest, I only thought like certain people in the Black community had curly hair, you know? Like, I didn't really see too many Black women like around me that had their natural curls out. So I didn't really know that that was a style or a look that I could achieve. I just thought that, you know, I was like, what is my curl pattern? I'd never seen her before. I have a curl pattern? Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know what I thought, but once I discovered the natural hair community, I was like, wow. Oh my gosh, like the sky's the limit. And like, you know, the girls had like, especially the really popular girls in the community had length. They had length. They had gorgeous curls. I used to watch what was it, Mahogany Curls, Dear Natural. There was another girl with long curly hair. I think her name was it Chance? I don't know. But she had like big, long curls, like long, like waist length. And I was like, dang. And they'd be talking about, oh, like how I grew my hair out in 2 years. So I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, it's a fast track. I don't have to do too much and my hair will grow and it'll be thick and there. So I kind of went into it not knowing that, okay, it differs per person. Like, not everybody is gonna have like the same result, you know what I mean? And so it took me like a while, but I did realize like, okay, like certain people like Shameless Maya, I loved her videos because she was so creative with it, and they're just like fun, and like the music was fun, so I loved her videos. But I knew that, okay, I can't really take advice hair wise from her besides the Vatica coconut lotion that I got from her, and I absolutely loved it. So I knew that I couldn't take like too much advice from her because I didn't think my curl pattern was like that. Like, I feel like it was loose but still pretty tight. Like, if I wore my hair dry with no product in it, my hair would look like 4C. But when I have product in it, or like, you know, around right here, the curls over here on my head are very loose, and same with the back of my head. And then I think it's this side of my hair as well. They were pretty loose, or at least looser than this side. This side had like a patch where it was just like 4C, like baby, just right here. And then there are a few 4C patches like in the back right here. But for the most part, I think my hair was like a 4AB altogether. And it wasn't coarse and it wasn't fine. So it was like medium, it was in between. But anyways, freshman year, I decided to transition. So I just went from just growing out my hair. I told my mom, I'm like, I'm not going to do relaxer anymore. And she was like, are you sure? I was like, yes, I'm sure. And then she's like, you know, I can't help you with that. I was like, I understand. I'll do my own hair. It's totally fine. She's like, okay. Funny enough, later she became natural as well after I just, did my movement. But anyways, I started doing it myself and I transitioned. The thing that I used to do a lot was twist outs. That helped out my hair. But the only thing I didn't like was that my new growth was a lot thicker than my relaxed ends. So it's just like new growth sprouting out and then some dead ends. And that didn't look cute with a braid out. Like it, Sometimes I would wear it kind of like straight and blown out and just like in a ponytail or like again with my little bang. Kept it cute that way. And then I did have braids. I did tell my mom like I'm a transition with, protective styles. So I had braids. So that was me transitioning freshman year. It was literally just like the school year, freshman year. We ended up moving at this time from Clovis to Texas. And so once we got to Texas, I was like, it's hot. And I don't want to keep dealing with my hair. Like I kept, like the twist outs just weren't twisting out anymore. I didn't like how it looked with the relaxed ends at the end. And I loved my curls and I'd be like, oh, I just want to see them. And I thought that they'd be longer, but once I chopped it off, I asked my mom, can you cut my hair? She again was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes. And she just lovingly just let me, she cut it for me and was just like, wow, like you have short hair. August 25th, 2012 was when I did my big chop. And so therefore my natural hair journey had began full force. At first I was like, okay, it's cute. Like I'm liking it. Yeah, nice. And then I had a breakdown. I was just kind of like, what did I do? Like, I don't have any hair. And honestly, as much as you think it's going to be easy, like you can just do wash and goes, it's not the case. That was like my first ever experience with my curl pattern. And from that, I learned that, okay, my hair, won't do certain styles. Or like it can do certain styles, but it'll look different. Let's put it that way. It'll look a lot different than the way, I'm seeing it on these girls. But I was still very determined to grow my hair out because honestly, the pride that was in that entire movement was what did it for me. You know what I mean? Like we're, Black girls, we're not assimilating to any type of a European standard of beauty. We are loving ourselves fully. We're pouring into ourselves. And on top of that, my hair is getting healthier. It's going to get longer. It's going to be all mine. But I feel like in every like Black little girl's lifetime, your hair is like pivotal. Like it matters. Like we don't really experiment too much with different styles growing up, like but we've always had our hair done. And so that was another challenge that I faced with my hair in its TWA state, short and curly. Like sometimes people will come up to me, or during that time would come up to me and be like, your hair's not done. Like why is your hair like unkempt? Or why isn't it like, like why'd you do that? Why'd you cut it? And now it looks like, I had to overcome that. And I did. As it grew longer, I got a lot of compliments. A lot of people were like, wow, like that's your natural hair. Like, oh my goodness. And like, how do you take care of it? And da 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 da. And so I was really, really into the movement. And I took a lot of pride in my hair and I got better at doing my own hair as well. It was lots of twist outs for me at the time. And more so protective styles when it was short, just because I couldn't tie it up and like put it away until it got long enough to kind of look cute in a down, like in a wash and go type style, like twist out type style, like a small little afro. Same with junior year. Junior year, it got a lot longer. It got to the point where like I can put it up in buns. That's where the routine that I carried with me to college kind of started. I was washing my hair on a regular basis, doing deep conditions on a regular basis, constantly just caring for my hair. I will say that like during that time, I was very much heatless. I think the only heat I would put on my hair would be like a shot of hot but really cold air blowing out the blow dryer on my wash and go styles just to hit my roots. So that's all really I was doing. I didn't put heat in my hair until I believe junior prom. That was the first time like I got a press, and I didn't put heat again until senior prom. And by that time, my hair was like down my back. Like it was long. Like that was the longest my hair had ever been. Like down my back straight. I don't know if they might have cut layers in it. I don't know. But it was long AF. And I had a solid routine going. Gorgeous twist outs. Like literally my twist outs became out of this world. And then at some point, I think like when I put a little bit of heat on it, my wash and goes, gorgeous. And it was just like all I needed was conditioner. And that's how I went to college with it. It was just long, luscious, healthy, beautiful, bouncing curls. College did a number on me. In many ways, many aspects, but I did notice that my hair did kind of suffer. I kept it natural. I was able to maintain, so kudos to me. But like, it wasn't easy. Like I couldn't keep the same wash routine. I couldn't, it used to be literally like I would wash Sunday with a deep condition and then style. So style would be just like twists, and then I'll twist it out that first night. It usually wasn't like first day twist outs aren't the best, honestly, because the hair is still a little bit stiff and in that twisted out style, and it kind of lays like a noodle. I didn't like it personally. I'll probably put it up in like a bun or something real quick just because it's scanty. And then that evening, twist it again and then repeat, like do that a couple times. And then eventually, as like I twisted out the hair being dry, like I'd make the twist a lot bigger, and so the curls got fuller and just kind of like bouncier and thicker, and it was just a good time. And by the third day, like towards the end of the week, like Thursday, I would wear it up in a bun or like a pineapple, like a full pineapple on Friday. And I think the pineapple will take me through the weekend, and then I'll like kind of do it again. There were certain weeks where I would even do like a co-wash midweek if I wanted it to be fresh, stuff like that. So I made it to the halfway point of this hair. I am gonna finish the rest off camera, and then I will come back with the rest of the story. Alrighty, y'all, I am back, and I finished all the sections of undoing my braids. And then I combed out my hair. I combed it dry because I want to keep the hair dry while I do this next process. I have my Vaseline right here. I'm about to rub it on my edges, but I wanted to show you guys. This is all the shed hair. It's kind of gross, like a little hairball. But yeah, I'm gonna go in with the Vaseline on my edges and then continue the story. So in college, again, I was maintaining my hair for the most part the way I knew best, which was just keeping with my routine. But there were a lot of stressors in college, and so at a certain point I just was, I was over it, you know what I mean? Any heated style that I do will only last as long as there is literally no moisture around. And I sweat a lot, and so like especially the root will start getting curly, my edges will start getting curly because it'll start on my forehead. So when I sweat, my hair will go back curly again. And in college, I was part of a dance team. And so during the time I was, very active, a lot. And so taking care of my natural hair was like the last thing on my mind. Plus all them classes. I didn't change my major until the end of my junior year. So I was stressed the majority of college. I wore it in twists. My staple look was the pineapple. I would just twist it out real quick, one time, then just keep wearing a pineapple for like weeks, or like buns, just up and out the way if I didn't have braids in or anything like that. And sometimes I tried like a sew-in, I tried a weave, but I couldn't keep it on that long because, again, once I got hot, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for that leave out. And during this time, I did want to cut my hair. Like, I went through a phase where I started wearing it in low buns, low slick back buns, and like just, zhuzhing up my baby hairs. And at that point I was like, ooh, I want to cut it and like just do a relaxed look, like a pixie, and just have like the swoops going on in the front. I wanted to do that. But I was like, a lot of people were like, don't cut your hair. Like, you're going to regret that even more. And then on top of that, it'll have a relaxer on it. So people kind of got in my head and talked me out of doing that. And so I didn't do it. The only thing major that I did in college with my hair was I dyed it. I tried to go blonde. I wanted to do the whole, was like balayage, like look where it's like streaks of blonde, copper, all that. Like I wanted like the honey blonde type look. And I thought I can get that done, like achieve that with one box. It was, I think, Cream of Nature. Yeah, it was Cream of Nature box of honey blonde hair dye. And I put that on my hair and I dyed it and it came out orange, okay? Like, what's going on? And at first I was like, okay, like let me just deal with it, but I couldn't deal with it. Like, it was hard for me to even like go around my friends. At some point I was like, oh, okay, like your hair is just orange now. And I liked it. Like, I just was like, okay, well, this is it. That didn't break it too much. Like, that didn't cause my hair to like fall off or anything, but it did, do a number on the health of my hair. Like, my hair was a lot drier during that time. I let it grow out for a bit. So I had it, and then I was two-toned for a very long time. By the way, I'm going in with the mild Hawaiian silk no base relaxer. It doesn't smell bad, but I have to apply it quickly. So we'll see how this whole chit chat goes. Eventually, I did do kind of another big chop. This was coming closer to post-grad, I feel like. I had cut it again, just a little bit shorter. I did have some heat damage because while it was colored blonde, the only way I wore it was straight, or I liked it better when it was like a straight style, and like the orange was just like a lion's mane, and it was just big. Post-grad, it was cool. Like, I had more time to experiment with different hairstyles. So post-grad was really when I learned how to do my own hair. I really learned how to braid my hair, apply different styles. Like, I experimented with wigs for a while. I was a little bit of a wig girl, but that glue, I can't do it, y'all. I can't do that glue on my forehead. And so I would do protective styles a lot. And again, I felt more comfortable with protective styles during this time. I should have been wearing gloves now that I'm thinking about it, but I feel like there's enough grease on my hands to kind of avoid any kind of burns. So leading up to making this decision, I was kind of thinking, like, I hate to tie this back to my breakup, but I wanted a change in life. Like, I was like, either I'm going to cut my hair, or I'm going to dye it, or I'm going to do something dramatic to it, to where like I just am experiencing some sort of change. And so I thought about doing all of the above, and I also needed a bit of a saving grace when it came to the styling of my hair. At some point in this lifetime, I got really just kind of like sad girl energy, and I noticed that like when my hair wasn't done, it put me more into that mood of like sad girl energy. And so I was like, okay, I would love to have my hair done all the time. Yes, I do my own hair, but like it just got too much with the process. The washing process was long. To detangle my hair and then go for a wash and then do all that stuff, like it was long, y'all. And so, like, a lot of the time I wouldn't really be motivated to do my hair just because of, how long that process took and what it entailed. I needed a bit of a break and a little bit of a saving grace. So I considered it, I looked into it, I did all my research because trust and believe, I know that relaxers are not good for you. It's not good to put, this kind of straightening chemical directly on your scalp, especially if you are not a professional or you are not going to a professional, to do it, because there's a lot of aftercare that needs to be done. And so I knew the risk factors going in, and that is why I chose to do a texturizer instead of a relaxer at first. This right here is a relaxer, but according to the bottle at least, it says that it's a mild one. Hopefully this process doesn't do any damage. If it doesn't, maybe this video might not come up. But we're gonna stay positive, and I think my hair is strong and healthy and it will survive past it. But yeah, y'all, it was a lot for me to come up to this conclusion because it ties back to me thinking, back in that natural hair mindset of, damaging your hair to this point. Am I still natural? What does it mean? I have nieces, I always, show them or teach them that, hey, love yourself, you're beautiful naturally, you don't need to straighten your hair, you don't need to, do X, Y, and Z. So it took me a while to actually come to this conclusion, but I also thought about it and was like, well, hey, who's judging you right now? Is it you judging you, or is it other people judging you? And if it's other people judging you, are they doing your hair? Are they the ones that have to, detangle every so often? Are they the ones that have to, blow dry and braid, or blow dry section, do all, if they're not the ones doing it, then you shouldn't really care about their opinion about it, Make the decision for yourself. And then when it came to the whole blackness topic and me thinking oh, I'm not showing the best example to my nieces if they were to ask me how do I get my hair so straight, or they were to come up to me and be I want to straighten my hair too, how do I respond to that? I feel just go about it confidently. You make your own choice with what you want to do with your body. If you want to dye your hair, if you want to get a tattoo, I have 2 tattoos, y'all. If you want to go do that, go do that. It's literally, it's your choice. You don't have to kind of assimilate to anything or listen to anyone or feel some type of way about something in fear of judgment. You know what I mean? Who are these outside people judging you? Where is the judgment actually coming from? If it's coming from within, then that's just kind of fear, I guess, of outward response, or maybe it just going wrong. But you just have to be more positive in your outlook on anything. And plus, honestly, y'all, ever since I relaxed my hair, my entire hair process is so much simpler. After this, I just really wear buns if I'm not doing anything too crazy to my hair. I haven't done a sew-in yet. I think that's gonna be my next style. So it's looking like sew-in season. It's about to be hot. I am on I don't want to call it a weight loss journey because that's not really what I'm trying to achieve. I'm just trying to achieve wellness all around, physically, spiritually, mentally. And so I exercise a lot, and I sweat a lot, and so it gets really hard to balance it all and maintain my natural hair and everything else. That's really what it boils down to. And so that is why I made the decision. I am going to finish this hair off and come back when it's done. I'm not gonna style it because I'm just gonna walk around today with it deep conditioning. It's gonna be in a bag with some conditioner, but I do want to hurry up on this process so that it does not burn. And so yeah, I will tap back in with y'all in a sec when all this is done. What up, y'all? I am back. I just rinsed off all of the relaxer and this is how my hair is looking. Again, at first I texlaxed my hair, so that's why it has a little bit of texture over here. And during that process, this side of my hair actually didn't fully process, so it was very bumpy. But yeah, that's why it looks like this. And then this is the other side of it. I feel like this one processed a lot better. You see how this one's flatter. That's because when I first texturized my hair, this side got the full process. This side, especially the top portion, because the back is fine, is the top portion, like right here, it ain't really, you know, relaxed throughout the whole piece. But I am not tripping at all. This Hawaiian silk, this is my first time actually using it, and I absolutely love it. Like, look at how flat the front is. Like, okay. And my hair doesn't feel super dry. It does feel a little bit like, yeah, I did some stuff to it, but it's not super dry. In the shower, because I took a shower, I washed my hair with the silicone mix shampoo with the Moroccan argan oil. It looks just like that. This is what I use to shampoo. I kind of deep conditioned in the shower. Not really. Right now, I'm about to put in my deep conditioner to sit with it throughout the day, and I'll rinse it off in the evening. But after I took off my shampoo, I did use a conditioner, and I just used the Trader Joe's Tea Tree Tingle. Shout out to Dear Natural, because she's the one that put me on this back when I was natural. So full circle moment, you guys. I let this sit while I like washed my body, but now I'm going to go in with my deep conditioning treatment. What I use to deep condition, the main thing, and like the first deep conditioner I used when I first touched Texlaxer Relaxer on my hair, which was in February, was the Briogeo. I don't know how to say this brand. Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. It looks like that. Absolutely love it. It does get my hair really moisturized. And that's pretty much what you need to do after you relax your hair. Like, the aftercare is a lot different from when I was natural. I would say it's more moisture intense. And then now with my new journey, I am, you know, paying more attention to what I put into my hair, because I don't want it to fall off. Like, I did this because I want to have long hair, you know, that's manageable and, you know, I can take care of, and I still have. So definitely, if you're thinking of, you know, relaxing your hair or putting any type of product in it, do your research and find products that will work for you. Next, I'm gonna also include the Avalon Organics Therapy Biotin and B Complex Thickening Conditioner, like that. I'm gonna also use this as my deep conditioner just to help thicken the hair, because y'all remember when homegirl said my hair was thin? Yeah, I'm not trying to get back like that, okay? We're trying to switch it up. We're coming different with this relax, okay? So no thin ponytails here. That really hurt me, y'all. I held on to from middle school, imagine. But anyways, another fun fact, I used to get this and use it on my natural hair. This was back when I was like mixing up products in the kitchen. I went to like a natural grocer's back in Texas, and I got this product and I started using it really tough, really heavy when my hair was natural. And then I just stopped for some reason. I was just like, ugh, and I just stopped. But it works really well. And again, another full circle moment for me. And then last but not least, I'm going to add a little bit of this deep conditioner. It smells nice. I really like it. And again, back to the natural hair products. This is the Vatica Black Seed Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. It looks like that. As I mentioned, Shameless Maya put me on the Vatica oil, the coconut oil one. Back when, y'all remember, like, oils had like their moments in the natural hair community. So at some point, everybody was using like coconut oil or jojoba oil or Jamaican black castor oil. Because I remember I used to look up the little length videos, okay? So now everybody's using like the rose water, onion oil, onion water, rosemary oil. Like, look at us. But anyways, I'm gonna go in with this as well. And yeah, I'm just gonna part my hair into 2 sections and put that in. So I've been relaxed now for since February. So February 10th was the exact date that I put relaxer in my hair. It was a texturizer. And so from that point on, this right here is my second kind of like feel like a touch up on my roots, because my roots were very overgrown. I had at least 3 weeks of new growth from the braids, but the braids I did in March, and so I did my hair in February, so it had been over 6 weeks since my hair had been relaxed. So that's why I went in with a round 2 this time. And so from that point till now, the things that I've learned is that my hair is very manageable being relaxed. At first I regretted it. At first I was like, what did I do? Like, I went quiet. And plus, like, I did this thing in February. It was Black History Month. Your girl was going through it. I was like, what does this mean for my blackness on the black month of the year? Like, it was a lot. And I chose to relax my hair. But while, you know, experiencing it and having this experience has been pretty cool, honestly, y'all. Like, I'm better able to switch styles up. I'm better able to maintain my hair on the day-to-day. I don't feel like that little bit of sadness that I used to get when my hair wasn't done. Like, I don't feel that too much now, because I'm able to switch up a style so easily and so, like, quickly. So if I just want to wash it real quick and tie it back and then put on like clip-ins, I can. If I want to do a half up, half down, I can. My ponytails don't frizz up from a night out, like a girl's night out. I have it in one of my vlogs. I went out with the girls, and that look, all I had on was a ponytail, and like the front was like my hair, like my natural hair, but literally it withstood all the dancing we did, all the sweating. Like I mentioned in my vlog, we didn't come back till like 4 o'clock. So your girl, it was hot. We were having fun. And so, yeah, like stuff like that. I'm able to switch up hairstyles, care for my hair a lot more. I do leave it alone, but like at the same time, it touches moisture a good amount. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm, taking care of it very well. It does look longer, I guess, from the last time that I did it. I'll insert a clip at some point in this video of when I first relaxed my hair, and we can have a little growth check going. If you're thinking of getting relaxed, just remember moisture. Your hair needs moisture, okay? If it's like a thing where I'm not washing it too often, I will still remember to, grease your scalp. Like, your scalp will get dry. Like, right now, after doing my touch-up, my scalp is a little bit raw. I'm not gonna lie. I have some areas where it's very tender, and I can tell that, okay, I might have, fried the first layer of skin. Like, it stings a little, but it doesn't hurt. Like, it's not unbearable. And I know it's because literally I just did the relaxer. Give it till like tomorrow or at least the end of the week, and it will be fine. Like, we're good. We're good. Alrighty, y'all. So I just put in the conditioners. I put all of them in, and I just have my hair in like a little bun hanging in the back like that. I put this shower cap on just to let it kind of sit and process. I'm just gonna go about my regular day, and then in the evening I will rinse this off and either blow dry or let my hair air dry. But I wanted to close off the video here. If you want to see like how my hair looks like dry and stuff, or like out the wash, you're still gonna see my hair in different hair videos from now on. And I just wanted to make this video to address the fact that I am no longer natural. So I don't want anybody to watch my videos and question like, okay, like, what's the hair type? You know what I mean? I am really, really happy with this decision that I made. And if you're thinking of making it too, this is your sign of encouragement, your sign of don't worry, just go for it. Comment down below if you are natural. Comment down below if you remember any of the super cool natural hair girls that were on YouTube. Shout out to them, because I know during that time it was a big movement, and for you to be a part of that is big. And you helped out a lot of people, because I used to watch all natural hair videos, and it taught me how to really take care of my hair and to really have that moment with myself, and that little sense of independence with doing my hair, that sense of pride with doing my hair, self-love that you get from doing your own hair. So shout out to the natural hair girls. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank you so much for your videos. Like this video as well if you are into it, and subscribe to my channel for more, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.